Empathy is a precondition for any kind of study of consciousness.
You can't be sure, for example, of the fact that the laws of science hold.
But of course, if you're a good phenomenologist, you can find anything anywhere.
Something might feel as if it's true, or if it is a certain way, and it may not be that way.
There's the debate style, which is adversarial. That's a cultural praxis that we have. We incorporate it into the law course. There are other ways of conversing.
And the very fact that non-human animals can communicate with us and do communicate with us, reach out to us, engage with us, makes us already a participant right then and there in intersubjective consciousness.
This is a non sequitur. Planets. And the only value of spirituality is if it makes you into the kind of entity that helps other living, feeling creatures to suffer less.
One of my sayings is never allow your learning to stand in the way of truth.
This man was driving about 70 sentient and aware beings to their deaths and could still claim he did not want anybody to be hurt.
Silence belongs in all forms of discourse.
Full denial of reality. It reflects a human longing for expansion of consciousness.
That it's not necessary for you, for your survival or your reproduction or your health, to hurt any sentient creature the way that we're doing it now in industrial scale. It's unnecessary, it causes enormous suffering, and it's infinitely more important than your spirituality.
The cow is aware, but he is not aware of being aware.
Long before people understood anything about mirror neurons, phenomenologists were talking about the fundamentally intersubjective construction of human existence.
Simply, the data overturns much of what I thought was true.
That in a way our selfhood is temporal, historical, and in a sense borrowed, but it's still intimately mine. Meditation is a way of becoming a self through letting go of the type of self that constitutes our normal selfhood.
I'm not even sure whether it qualifies as suffering compared to what it is that we're doing to pigs today.
Quantum theory has disproved what you just said.
And if we had a Buddhist organization, we would be suing psychotherapists for intellectual property theft of mindfulness and many other parts of Buddhism.
So you're joking.
But the Germans will countersue.
The way I was trained as a physicist, as a Buddhist, is question everything.
Meditation, about which I'm mildly ashamed at this age, but you can talk me out of it, is a kind of a spiritual orgasm, if you like.
Is to let go enough to be so silent that you become still. And what happens with stillness is that things vanish and disappear.
What does reading Heidegger and what does Heidegger have to say about meditative practice? Well, actually quite a bit.
To have personal experience of weird states.
The way conversations work, you can't really from the get-go know what's going to happen, and I think that's really exciting. You know, you can get aggression, but you can get reconciliation. You can get everything that you really want and more